Last summer, Chelsea picked 18 1/4 ounces of blueberries from her garden. This summer, Chelsea plans to pick 2, 3, 4 fewer ounces of blueberries for her garden. This summer, she will use 2/5 of the ounces of blueberries she picks to make blueberry jam. She will use the rest to make blueberry pie. How many ounces of blueberries will Chelsea use to make a blueberry pie this summer? Write your answer as a mixed number. So, writing down your key numbers, it kind of lets you know the steps you need to take to obtain your goal. So, we know last summer it was 18 and 1/4 ounces. This summer is 2 3/4 ounces less. And then now she's going to use 2/5 of that to make jam. And our goal is to figure out how much she's actually going to use for the pie. So our first goal is to find out how many ounces she has this summer. So if we know she had 18 and 1/4 last summer, and she's doing 2 3/4 less, well, less lets me know I have to do subtraction. So let's go ahead and subtract. So right now, just like when you're subtracting multi-digit numbers, you always want to start with the smallest place value. So you always normally start with the ones, then work to the tens, and so on and so on. That applies with fractions as well. So before you work on your whole numbers, you want to work on your fractions first. So I see 1/4 minus 3/4. Well, just like when you multiply like 11 minus 9 and you're doing 1 minus 9, you have to carry 1 over. We're going to have to carry 1 over from this 18 in order to do 1/4 minus 3/4. So we're going to carry 1 over from 18. We're going to turn this to 17. But when we're adding that 1 to 1/4, we need to be careful. Because in this case, 1 does not just equal 1. At this case, 1 equals 4 over 4. So when we carry 1 over, this 1/4 is now going to be 5/4. Because 4 over 4 plus 1/4 equals 5/4. Then we're going to subtract that from the 2 3/4. Well, 5/4 minus 3/4, that's 1/4. 17 minus 2, well, that's 15. So now we know they have 15 and 1/4 ounces for this summer. Now we know they're going to use 2/5 of that to make jam. However, the rest is going to go for the pie. Meaning, what fraction of the ounces are going to go to the pie then? Well, if 2/5 is going to the jam, and we have a whole amount of ounces, that means 3/5 of the ounces is going to go to the pie. So if we want to figure out how many ounces is going to go to the pie, we just need to do 3/5 times 15 and 1/4. So the way we're going to do this multiplication, we're going to treat it as partial products. What I mean by that, we're going to do 15 times 3 over 5. And we're also going to do 1/4 times 3 over 5. So what's 15 times 3 over 5? So I'm just going to put the denominator of 1 there. So 15 times 3, that's 45. And then 5 times 1 is 5. Now 3 times 1 is 3. And 4 times 5 is 20. I'm just going to simplify this 45 over 5 because I also know that's the equivalent as 9 wholes. Because 45 divided by 5 is 9. So our answer is 9 3/20.